Hey YouTube, Everyman Prepping here. Hope you're having a great day. And today I want to talk about the US Petrodollar, and I've done other videos about how it's on its way out. And we have more proof that the administration this time and US senators are helping it die as well. I don't think they're realizing what they're asking. I think they're not realizing what they're doing right now, even though they act smart. They're actually causing the death of the petrodollar when they think they're going to actually help save it. We also have the Fed right now. You know, they're trying to kill the U.S. dollar's value as a reserve currency through their hiking of rates and their policy. So, you know, the U.S. currency is getting whacked on both sides right now, both from the Fed and now from, Biden and some senators on the petrodollar side. Basically, as we see here, that some Democrat senators want to stop all communication, arms sales, cooperation with Saudi Arabia based on their decision to cut 2 million barrels of oil a day production, because it's right before the elections and the Democrats super mad because they needed gas prices low so they can maybe try to win this election. So they want to punish Saudi Arabia, but they think by cutting ties and arms sales, which in the end is just going to push them into the BRICS nations, into Russia, India, China, and they'll just dump the US dollar as the reserve currency, as the petrodollar, and they'll go somewhere else. That's what's going to happen. They think the Saudi Arabia will come running to them and give them big hugs and kisses around the US dollar, but that won't happen. Now we need the dollar to die so we can get back to sound money, get back to gold, silver standard. It's going to be painful, but we need it to happen, and looks like the Democrats are going to help us out here. If you look at this article, first please like, share this video, subscribe if you haven't done so. Appreciate your time. But this article says that we have a couple of Democrat senators. We have Menendez from New Jersey and Murphy from Connecticut, and they're saying enough is enough. We can't deal with you, Saudi Arabia. You cut this right before the election. Our gas prices are going to go up. They're calling it a hostile act by Saudi Arabia, and it's a turning point in relations. They're even introducing a bill seeking to end U.S. military support for both countries. They're talking about Saudi Arabia and UAE. I don't know if they don't realize, but the only reason there is a petrodollar is because in the 70s, the U.S. said, we're going to give you arms, military, financial cooperation, deals like this, so you will require every other country to use U.S. dollars when they buy oil. And then, that'll be the reserve currency, and we're going to have this cooperation. If you take away everything you gave a country in order for them to require to use your dollar, they're going to stop using that dollar. And that's what's going to happen here. Senator Menendez was saying that I will not greenlight any cooperation with Riyadh until the kingdom reassesses its position with respect to the war in Ukraine as well. Quote, the United States must immediately freeze all aspects of our cooperation with Saudi Arabia. So all aspects, just cut them off from everything. That's a great idea, including any arms sales and security cooperation beyond what is absolutely necessary to defend U.S. personnel. Going on, there is simply no room to play both sides of the conflict. Either you support the rest of the free world and stop a war criminal, he's talking about Putin here, or you support him, is basically what he's saying. That's in this quote here. Like I said, I'll post the articles, all these that I'm going through today, so you can read them in detail. But they're saying, hey, Saudi Arabia, UAE, whoever else over there, if you either with us or against us, and basically I think Saudi Arabia is going to say we're against you. They're not going to bow to the U.S. anymore. They know our dollar's dying. They know the U.S. is on decline, and they're going to pick up with the East. And who is rising? The BRICS nations. They're going to go with Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, all the other countries that want to join, and they're going to just kick the dollar to the curb. And they don't realize this. And like I said, it needs to happen. It's going to be painful, but they're doing this without a plan. There's no plan to go to sound money and cut this off. They're just doing it, thinking they can bully people around. The U.S. is trying to bully Saudi Arabia, and it's going to backfire, I believe, which means there's going to be a lot of monetary pain coming. So you need to get ready for that. Have your own sound money. There's one House representative that is actually trying to do something. Let's check that out really quick. Here we have the U.S. Congressman introduces a gold standard bill as inflation spirals out of control. So Representative Alex Mooney from West Virginia, he did H.R. Bill 9157 here. And I looked it up. It's an actual bill. I went on the House Representative website. It's an actual bill. It was submitted. Do I think it'll get any play? Not why Nancy Pelosi's in charge, that's for sure. She'll just kill this thing. If the Republicans happen to take over, I don't think they will take it up immediately because I don't think they're smart enough to do it. But this proves that some people are thinking about that we need to go back to a gold standard, kind of like it's in the Constitution already. Not sure why we need a bill to do what's already in the Constitution, but that's where we are today. So I'm going to read basically what it says it's going to do. Upon passage of H.R. 9157, the U.S. Treasury and the Federal Reserve would have 30 months, 2.5 years, to publicly disclose all the gold holdings and gold transactions, after which the Federal Reserve note, the dollar would be pegged to a fixed weight of gold at its market price. Federal Reserve notes would become fully redeemable and exchangeable for gold at that new price, just like it was. You have your fiat money, you want to change it for gold, you'll be able to do it. It'll help printing money out of thin air, says Mooney. It's a great idea. Will it happen this fast, this session? I don't think there's any way. Yeah, the dollar might die. So, the petrodollar is probably going to die as well, really soon. Is this going to get approved in time? No. There needs to be more pain, more suffering by people before they even come to a bill like this. But it's good news that they're actually thinking about it, that someone is actually, a politician is putting forth that we need to return to the standard. Because we will one day, and it's great that they're thinking about it. But I think before then, there's going to be a lot of destruction of wealth. And so you need to protect yourself. So go out there. Okay, so now we talked about this, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, just a simple everyman prepper going through, giving some opinions. And that opinion would be, it's speeding up. Bonds are going up. We hit real quick, the 10-year U.S. bond last night hit 4%, and it came down a little bit since then today, basically because England, with their quantitative easing, decided to plow $2 billion more to build up their gilts and hold off their downfall. But it's all going to come down soon. So don't own a lot of currency that can crash. That's our paper dollars. Spend it when you can. Use it to pay your bills, buy your food, buy your assets, all that sort. Because you see what the administration is doing, what the Fed is doing. It's going to all be painful soon. So stock up. Use it to buy your food, your water, your medical, your precious metals, like we've been talking. I know it's like beating a dead horse, playing the same drum, but it's really necessary. And I know a lot of you are doing it. If anybody has questions about how to do it, what they should be doing, put in the comments below. Myself or someone else will answer it, see if we can help you out. We're all in the same community together, and we're out there to help each other. So continue on. Have a great day. And until next time, keep your ear to the ground and head on a swivel.